Ei, gente, tudo bem? Vamos falar sobre o futuro? Let's talk about the future. So, up to now, you already know a way of expressing future. We use the verb ir, conjugated in the present. Eu vou, você vai, nós vamos, eles vão. And then the main verb, the action verb in the infinitive. So, for example, o que você vai fazer no fim de semana? Eu vou estudar. Que carro vocês vão comprar? Nós vamos comprar um carro econômico. Okay? So this is what we have been doing, and this is the most common way to express future in Portuguese, okay? So now we are going to learn another way, and the name of this verb tense is called futuro do presente, okay? Futuro do presente do indicativo. And please remember the difference between mode and verb tense, okay? So mode, we have three modes: the indicative mode, the imperative mode, and subjunctive mode. And inside each of these, the indicative mode and the subjunctive mode, you have future, present, past, okay? So these are verb tenses inside a mode. So this is the indicative mode, okay? So how do you form this new form of future? Super easy. You're just going to get the verb in the infinitive. So, falar, comer, dançar, escrever, ir, entender, abrir, and you're going to add these endings here. So, for the first person, a, third person singular, second person singular, and third person singular, a, first person plural, emos, and third person, second person, and third person plural, ão. So, for example, the verb dançar, and you're going to say, I will dance. Eu dançarei, você dançará, nós dançaremos, eles dançarão. O verbo comer, eu comerei, você comerá, nós comeremos, eles comerão. O verbo abrir, eu abrirei, você abrirá, nós abriremos, eles abrirão. Okay? So, and we have just three irregular verbs. So these are fazer, trazer, and dizer. Okay? So what happens here? You are going to drop the Z, and instead of a Z, you are going to have an R, and then you are going to add the same endings. Okay? Então, fazer. Farei, fará, faremos, farão. Trazer, to bring. Trarei, trará, traremos, trarão. Dizer, to say or to tell. Direi, dirá, diremos, dirão. Okay, so just these three. Now, and then you ask me, Vanessa, what's the difference? When do I use one or the other? Here, in spoken language, you're always going to use the other form, okay? Verbo ir plus the infinitive. So, nós vamos estudar, eles vão ler livro. Eu vou viajar em julho, okay? So this is the most common way. This future here is mostly found in written language. And it is the language, when you see it spoken, you are going to see, and that's why I have this exercise here for you. It's the language of promises, okay? So you will find the futuro do presente when you have a timetable, okay? Or if you have, for example, if a president is traveling, or an important person is traveling, or an artist, and then you will say, this person will arrive on this day, and then they will travel here, and then they will go there. So all this you can use the futuro do presente, ok? Então, ele chegará em Knoxville no dia blá blá blá, depois ele sairá para blá blá blá. So you see this a lot in newspaper when you're talking about the schedule of somebody famous, okay? Or somebody who is visiting a place, somebody famous, somebody famous or important who is traveling. Also, you will find this a lot in biblical language, right? Because, this is what the Bible is, a promise that God makes to his people. So you will see this a lot in biblical language. And it's also the language of prophecy, right? So this will happen, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to give you a song for you to see how nice it is, okay? And it's the favorite language of politicians because they love to promise things, right? So this is what you are going to work on this text here. And I want you to pay attention to the vocab, okay? Build vocabulary. So let's see. Você é político ou uma política famoso ou famosa e está em campanha para as próximas eleições. Use, so here you have the imperative mode. Use os verbos abaixo para dizer o que você vai fazer no futuro se eleito. So what you are going to do in the future if elected. So here you see that I use the traditional future that we are used to, okay? So, construir. So you're going to say, I am going to build more houses for the poor, okay? I will bring more opportunities of business to Knoxville. I will give incentives to the private initiative, that means to small businesses, okay? Criar empregos. I will create more jobs. Investir em educação. I will invest in education. I will pay better salaries to teachers. I will improve. I will better public transportation. I will implement a reform in Social Security. I will create recycling centers. I will reduce the criminality, the rate of criminality. I will give more special attention to proteção ambiental, environmental protection. I will defend the rights of minorities, and I will implement a program to combat drugs, okay? So you're going to practice this, and you're going to put all these sentences here in the futuro do presente, okay? So remember, you're going to see this a lot when you are reading in newspapers, in prophecies, okay? So horoscopes, when you read horoscopes, you're going to see a lot of this, okay? And politicians, as I said, okay? Very easy. And remember that it's not common to use this verb tense in spoken language, everyday language, ok? Ok, gente, obrigada. Até a próxima.